EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Hall again on 2nd down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. An early task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it. And some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Ritter now. And he's got it. Touchdown! Davante Adams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. To throw, Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Young going to give to Brooks. 4 yards, the pickup, first down. The Panthers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Young will set to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On play action, Young. Able to find Gray here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. A run out of the gun with Brooks. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Young to throw it. Flushed out right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at this Carolina defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number one rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Ritter from the gun on third down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 17. These two teams all tied after one. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hall. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Ritter. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. York able to send this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it here. Ritter buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets add 6 to their lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
York now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Jets 17, Panthers 7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Young to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, set. Go.
Now Young. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
That's another Carolina Panther.
Here we go. Open my
First
team.
and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, smash Bronco.
Looking to throw, Young. That one completes him again. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now Young.
At the 23-yard line.
And it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Ritter. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number 920 almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000. What a phenomenal achievement if he gets there. I have no reason to believe he won't.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Working from the gun, Ritter. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Panther touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Joseph now to have the PAT. Oh, this is blocked. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Brings up second and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Once again, it's Brooks. And he's got room. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That's good for a Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go!
On first and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
They'll try to throw now. Young. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Let's go! Hey, check that, street! 18, Rattler!
Young now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line.
First down.
Let's go now!
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mustang 19! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Here's Young. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Desmond Ridder with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
First down.
19 Lions.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check go.
Throwing, Young. Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Warriors 70. Go.
It's Young off play action. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. C.J. Mosley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now here's Young. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's the Panthers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it?
And got his man complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A give running right is Hall. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Ritter back to throw. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Panthers 13. Kay York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go, set. Ready.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And the defense closes quickly there, and they'll get maybe a yard to the 33. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Rangers, Buffalo 18.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Ritter will set up to throw it. Open man here is Conklin. Into space at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tagged on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Out of the gun, it's Young. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Back to throw, Ritter. He'll let this go for Adams. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Ritter from the gun. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Horn. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Following the interception, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Brooks, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Running left, it's Hall. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go,
Ritter now. He's got a man complete. And touchdown. Alec Pierce, 56 yards. And the Jets use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This is 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats. 60. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick-6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Odell Beckham from 8 yards out. And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Still going. Touchdown! Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go, set.
Young. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside. inside the 15. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Here we go, here we go.
Young to throw it. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's got Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel.